Hello everyone, welcome to Spectrum classes. This is our part 2 video on chemical properties of metals. In the previous video, we have already discussed the chemical reactions of metals with oxygen as well as hydrogen. And here in this video, we are going to discuss the rest of the 4 chemical properties of metals. This video is very important because many of the important concepts have been discussed in very simple language. So you must keep watching this video till the end. So here let's start with the reactions of metals with dilute acid. So before discuss about the reactions, one must understand what is called dilute acid. Dilute acid means in water acid is added, right? And we calculate their concentrations. So how to calculate the concentration? We are not going into that. Here we are going to discuss that acid is added to the water with the help of a rod, rather adding water to the acid. So that is important, right? And you must need every kind of precautions, or you must do this exercise in the guidance of your teacher. Now you understand what is called dilute acid. So we are having three different mineral acids. One is HCl, H2SO4 and HNO3. Metal with dilute acid will form metal salt plus hydrogen gas. Here dilute acids which react with the metal are dilute HCl and dilute H2SO4. Dilute HNO3 do not react in the same manner as HCl and H2SO4 does. We are going to discuss the reactions one by one, and then we will going to discuss the concepts behind this. So here are the metals, and metals which are given in your syllabus. I have already told you in the previous video. If you have not seen that, so you first go and check that, and thereafter you must better understand this video. Here is the sodium which reacts with HCl. I always told you that you, before balancing the reaction, you must understand how these elements react. So sodium chloride, it forms sodium chloride. It's a kind of displacement reaction, and hydrogen gas is evolved. If H2 is evolved, H2, so how you are going to have this H2? So you are multiplying this H with HCl with 2, so that you will get H2, right? Now you are having 2Cl. So here you have to balance this 2Cl. So for balancing, we always use this multiples, this multiple number, okay? So 2Cl, now it is balanced. We are having the imbalance reaction because we are having one sodium. So 2 sodium is required. So here you have to multiply this sodium with 2. So in this manner, you can balance your reaction. If you are doing the practice again and again, then you will be a perfect person to balance all these reactions and to write these reactions. Similarly, this magnesium is 2 plus, Cl is 1 minus. So magnesium and Cl2. Magnesium is 2 plus, Cl is 1 minus. So minus 1 plus 2. We leave the sign of the numbers and then we will get this MgCl2. H2 is released. So no need to multiply this Mg with 2. Right, your Cl2 is balanced and your hydrogen is balanced. Similarly, we are having the reaction of aluminium with HCl. So how you are going to balance this? Al is having plus 3, Cl is having minus 1. So 1 will go to Al and 3 will go to Cl. So you will get AlCl3. Now balance the reaction. Here you are having H2. Hydrogen gas is evolved. Cl is 3. Right, Cl is 3. And here H is 2. So how you are going to balance this? So 3 to just 6 will be the common number. So here 6 HCl, 3 H2, 3 to just 6 Cl, and aluminium is 2. So multiply this aluminium with 2. Similarly, you will do this exercise. Now, the important thing is that up to iron, they react with the HCl, but copper do not react with the HCl. Now the reactivity order, I hope you will do this by yourself. Sodium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron. Since sodium is not given in your book, so I left that, but it may be there. So magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron. The next is H2SO4. So reaction of metals with H2SO4. Similarly, you will do the same exercise. Here SO4 is having 2 minus. You replace this hydrogen from here and you just put your sodium over here. So Na2SO4. H2 is evolved. Magnesium, but here H is having plus 1 charge. Here magnesium is having plus 2 charge. So you will get MgSO4 rather having Na2SO4. Okay. Similarly, Al is having +3, SO4 is having 2 minus. So 2 minus will go to aluminium and 3 is going to this SO4, and you can balance the reaction. The next is as we did for dilute HCl. Copper plus H2SO4 will give no reaction. Now the reactivity order is again the same: magnesium, aluminium, zinc and iron. Now the concept behind this is what? With the HCl as well as with H2SO4 is same. These are more reactive than hydrogen. As I told you earlier, up to iron we are having more reactive metals than hydrogen. After hydrogen, no reaction is taking place. Okay, in the series, the metals which are less reactive than the hydrogen, they cannot displace this hydrogen from this acid, right? So they do not give any kind of reaction. So this is the important concept, and you must understand this. Now, why they do not react with HNO3, we are going to discuss that concept. On reaction with dilute nitric acid, the hydrogen gas evolved is oxidized to water and itself get reduced to nitrogen oxide. So what is going to be happen with dilute nitric acid? Hydrogen gas which is evolved over here, H2, is further oxidized to water. Oxidize means addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen. So that is called oxidation. And reverse of this is removal of oxygen and addition of hydrogen is called reduction. And oxidation as well as reduction both are going hand in hand. No single reaction can occur at a time. So this is important. On reaction with dilute nitric acid, hydrogen gas evolved is oxidized to water and itself get reduced to nitrogen oxides. But very dilute HNO3 reacts with magnesium and manganese. So this is important since this is exception. So you must remember this. Okay, with very dilute, here not dilute, very dilute HNO3 reacts with magnesium and manganese. When HCl, H2SO4 and HNO3, with these three mineral acids, no silver, copper and gold reacts. Therefore, we require some acid which is much stronger than the three mineral acids like HCl, H2SO4 and HNO3. Here, aqua regia will serve the purpose. So the composition of aqua regia is concentrated HNO3 plus 3 moles of concentrated HCl, and this is also known as royal water. So how you are going to remember this? Here we are having 3 and in HCl no 3 is there, so we use 3 as a multiple. This is just a trick. So what is called aqua regia? Aqua regia is composition of concentrated HNO3 plus 3 moles of concentrated HCl, and this is also known as royal water. Now it can dissolve gold and platinum metals also. So this is very strong acid and it can dissolve gold and platinum. Now the exemplar question. The composition of aqua regia. So this is from NCERT book. You may confuse. So I'll just highlight this. Dilute, concentrated, no. Concentrated, dilute, no. Concentrated, yes. What will be the composition? HNO3 is 1 mole and HCl is 3 moles, right? So C will be the answer. The next question on the same is, generally metal reacts with acids to give salts and hydrogen gas. Which of the following acid does not give hydrogen gas on reacting with metals except manganese and magnesium? So I hope you can remember this. Very dilute HNO3 reacts with magnesium and manganese. So which acid is this? HNO3. The next question is 2 ml of concentrated HCl, HNO3 and a mixture of concentrated HCl and HNO3 in the ratio of 3:1 were taken in test tube labeled as ABC. A small piece of metal was put in each test tube. No change occurred in test tubes A and B, but the metal got dissolved in test tube C respectively. The metal could be. So how you are going to answer this? First, test tube A, test tube B, and the test tube C. Test tube C is having aqua regia. Test tube 1 is having, A is having HCl concentrated. Test tube B is having concentrated HNO3. And test tube C is having aqua regia. So no reaction with A, no reaction with B, but it dissolves in C. So which is your metal? So here aluminium reacts with acids, gold, copper, platinum do not react with acids, and these three can react with the aqua regia. But the most appropriate answer, if you are having this kind of situation, that is gold. Fine, so B is the answer. The next one is, generally when metal are treated with mineral acids you understand now, so 3HCl, HNO3, H2SO4. Hydrogen gas is liberated, but when metals except manganese and magnesium treated with HNO3, hydrogen is not liberated. Why? You can answer this. On reaction with dilute nitric acid, the hydrogen gas evolved is oxidized to water and itself get reduced to nitrogen oxide. So hydrogen gases which is liberated over there, that is further oxidized. Oxidized means to this hydrogen oxygen is attached, so it forms water. That is why hydrogen gas is not liberated. So this is the answer, right? Now the second concept, reactions of metals with salt solutions. This is very important concept, guys, and at least one question may be asked from this concept. Salt solution of metal B plus metal A. What I have written over here, salt solution of metal B solution metal A, you will get salt solution of metal A plus metal B. So what does it mean? First you understand this, the meaning of this equation. If we are having, let me show you, this is our reactivity series, fine. So which comes first, that we will mark as a metal A, which comes later, that we will mark as a metal B, fine, like alphabetical order. So if we are having these two, then we will mark this A, this B. If we are having this and this, then this will be marked as A and this will be marked as B. So here what is written, salt solution of metal B plus metal A will gives you salt solution of metal A plus metal B. So here copper sulfate plus zinc will gives you zinc sulfate plus copper. So metal B, so copper sulfate will be your metal B, yes or no? Yes, this is our metal B. And here is our metal A, zinc. Zinc is our metal A. Fine. So this reaction proceeds. You will get zinc sulfate plus copper. Now the concept behind this is that metals which are come first in the reactivity series, they are more reactive than the second one. So more reactive metal can displace the metal B from its solution. So here zinc can replace this copper from the copper sulfate solution. Here we are having zinc sulfate. So zinc sulfate comes first. This is metal A plus this is metal B. So will this reaction takes place? No, this reaction will not takes place. So this is important. Reverse of this reaction is not going to takes place. Now copper sulfate plus silver. First you have to check this is B or A. Okay, these two, B or A, just locate them. So copper comes first. So this is A and silver comes later. So this is B. No reaction will take place. Copper and iron. So copper comes first, or it will be A or B. First you have to locate in comparison to this iron. So right, iron is A and copper is B. This is fine. So we can have this reaction. The next one is silver nitrate and copper. So we are having solution of B and metal of A. So this reaction will occur. I will show you the lab activity for this reaction in the next video. Fine. And now iron and zinc. You have to locate whether this is A or B. These two. So iron is B and zinc is A. So this combination is correct. We will get this reaction. So in this manner, you can understand this reaction will take place or not. Now the example questions. Which one of the following four metals would be displaced from the solution of its salt by other three metals? So it means this salt metal should be the B with respect to other three. So which comes later in this series, that will be replaced by the rest of the three metals. So silver comes later. Silver will be the B. Fine. So silver will be the answer. If we do the reaction separately, then silver will be replaced by all three metals. The next question, which of the following can undergo a chemical reaction? So first you have to locate the metals as A and B. So magnesium come first, iron come second. This reaction will not take place. Zinc come first, iron come later. No reaction. Magnesium sulfate, magnesium come first, lead come later. No reaction will take place. Copper will come later and iron will come first. So BA combination is correct. So D will be the answer. A solution of copper sulfate was kept in iron pot. After few days, the iron pot was found to have a number of holes in it. Explain the reason in the terms of reactivity. Write the equation of the reactions involved. Right. So first you have to locate this copper sulfate and iron. So which comes first? Iron comes first. This is A, and copper sulfate will comes later. So this is B. So copper sulfate and iron. Here you can write down copper sulfate and iron. You will get iron sulfate and copper. Reverse of this reaction will not take place. Since iron is more reactive than copper, so it displaces the copper from its solution. And the next reaction is reaction of metals with chlorine. So with chlorine, metal forms metal salt and hydrogen gas evolved. Here are the reactions. So these metals will react with the chlorine and you can balance the reaction because Cl is having -1, metal sodium is having +1, so you will get NaCl, calcium is having 2 plus, Cl is -1, so CaCl2, magnesium is again having 2 plus, Cl is having -1, so if you do this cross then you will get MgCl2. In this manner you can do these reactions, and these all are ionic. Ionic means ions are formed. If we dissolve these chlorides in the water, then they separate in plus and minus ions, so cation and anion. Now the reaction of metals with hydrogen. Metals on reaction with hydrogen form metal hydrides. Since in your syllabus only the reactions are given with sodium and calcium, so I have mentioned only those reactions, and here sodium on reaction with hydrogen will form sodium hydride and calcium on reaction with hydrogen will form calcium hydride. Why these metals only react with hydrogen? So only those reactions will react with the hydrogen gas which are more reactive in the reactivity series than the hydrogen. Only those metals will react with the hydrogen and form their metal hydrides. Now we are going to conclude this lecture. So in this video, I have discussed the chemical reactions of metals and the concept behind that we have discussed, and we have also discussed the NCERT exemplar questions with all the concept. If you find this video informative and helpful, so please subscribe my channel, give me a thumbs up and share with your friends also. Thank you so much.